Hi guys, long time no speak. It's Tuesday the 28th of December. I'm down on the syndicate. You guys have not seen me because I've done hardly any fishing this year at all. With work, and it's been mental. I've done a couple of sessions up here, but my biggest this year so far is only £32, but it's extremely mild. It's like 13 degrees, lows of 8 at night, low pressure. I've literally just got the rods out. It's about 2:30, something like that now. I've got 2-3 nights ahead of me. I'm in peg 18. I've put out half a gallon of dead maggot, cut the pints alive, loads of boilie crumb and a tin of corn. Spawn that out there. Fish has been out at the other end of the lake. There's only 3 on, me included. So we'll see. It's so mild, it's crazy. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. I know, sorry it's been a long time, and I appreciate people that are stuck with the channel. Hopefully next year, get a load more filming done. I've got, the rigs I've got on is a Ronnie with a 12mm Northern Orange with about 8 maggots on top. That's one rod. Second rod is a stiff-hinge white Northern Special with the same maggots on the top, and then I've got my left hand rod is a roaming white 15mm Northern Special pop-up on a stiff-hinge, so I'm just going to use that as a roaming rod. I saw one fish earlier which was not far from me, but to the right on the other side of the bar, so I'll give him a bit of bait and we'll just see what happens. It's so mild. The odd fish been coming out of here. It's been pretty slow, to be honest, but the odd one's coming out. And this time of year, they're big. You know, there's like, I think there's like 1440s, 80 30s, high 30s, a lot of them as well, and 250s swimming around in here. So we've got a minute to win it and just see what happens. But you know, I'm gonna try and film what I can. But like I say, this year has just been spur of the moment sessions, really. I've been so flat out with work. It's like it's effort to film as well, to be honest, and sometimes just like to chill out. But anyway, I'll keep you updated, I'll keep you posted. Hey guys, that's my view. If you've seen my couple of films before on here, well, I've done really well at this peg. Peg 18 on the syndicate in Dorset. Weather is spot on. A lovely breeze on the lake. It's supposed to be southwesterlies tomorrow. 40-mile-an-hour gusts, so that'll stir them up. It's quite clear, the water, to be honest, but expected this time of year. So yeah, it's looking good. It's very, very mild. Alright guys, little update. It's still Tuesday, it's 4 PM now. Just getting dark. It's absolutely pouring down the rain. Wind's getting up. It's looking good. So mild. Really, really mild. I like to letterbox the door because it was coming in the rain. But it's extremely mild. It's crazy weather. But I'm not touching the rods, they're out there, they'll stay there. I'll leave them out there till tomorrow lunchtime or something, and then I'll give them a bit more bait if I don't pick anything up, because obviously the maggot, there's loads of silvers in here, there's eels, and the carp could be clearing me out. But we'll see what tonight brings. Hopefully we'll get a chunk. If I get anything for the night, obviously I'll film it. If not, catch you in the morning. Got one, boys. Peeing down with rain, so excuse it. That'll do, wouldn't it? There we go, guys. It's not even 5 PM. Right hand rod is absolutely melted. It's been in the retainer for 10 minutes. 33.2. Lovely fish. Absolutely melted. Took me 5 minutes to get out the bivvy to put my wet clothes on because it's hammering down. But yeah. That was on a 12mm Northern Special orange. Well happy with that. Given quite a lot of maggot, a lot of crumb. But yeah, brilliant. Rod's only been out 2.5 hours. Let's get him back. That was a right result. Jesus, absolutely pouring down. I had one bleep. I looked out and it just melted, and that's because it was raining so much. I put my wellies on, over trousers, jacket. He was hooked bang in the bottom lip. He fought as well. It was a good fight. Fishing like 23 wraps, do you know what I mean? So it's quite a way to get them in, but that's a really good sign. Really, really good sign. I've chucked the rod back out there, I've wrapped it back up, but whether I'm on the spot in this dark is hard to tell. But I should just re-chuck that right hand one. That's what I had it on the right hand rod. I shall chuck that first light. I don't like doing it, but I want to get it on the spot. And then top it up again, I think. Give them some more bait. It's a clean fish, no leeches on it, nothing like that, so they're not holding up anywhere. Which is really, really good. But the rod's only been out a couple of hours. It's actually 4:45 I caught it. So it's really, really good. It's so mild, it's really warm. But yeah, good start, guys. Good morning. It's 7:30. I've been up since 4:30, awake. But no more for me. But up till 10 PM last night, they were boshing like mad out here. And then 10 o'clock come and they stopped. I've had the odd one, which I think is right to my right somewhere, but they were really active last night. But this wind is brutal here now. Good conditions, so it's so mild. So mild. I feel confident first couple of hours of daylight. And then I'm going to get myself set for tonight. Once this wind stops at about 3 o'clock, I'll get some bait out there and get the rods on the spot. I'm going to put 3 on there tonight. I've got 2. You see the pylon, which is there. I've got 1 to the right of it and 1 to the left of it. But I've been baiting from there down to that tree there, across. So I've got room to get the 3 rods in. That's the reason why I've done it. The fish come on the right hand rod, so the right hand side of the pylon. But with this crosswind like this, there's gusts of 40 mile an hour, it's going to be a nightmare to hit that spot, especially fishing that range. But we'll see. I tell you what, it's a godsend. You can't see it here, but there's coots all over me. Watch this. They're gone. Tufty torch. A lifesaver in the winter. Definitely a lifesaver. I don't mind the odd one diving over me, but when there's 15, 20 of them, I don't really want to be getting picked up. But that's where we are this morning. I've just had some porridge. Once it gets light, I'm going to have a look at that right hand rod, because I chucked it out obviously in the dark. It was windy, it was raining. I don't think it landed where I wanted it to land. And there was a bit of a crosswind, so I'm going to re-chuck that one if I can. And then we'll go from there. See what today brings. Yeah guys, I just thought I'd show you the rig I'm using. Ronnie, Gemini boom. Size 4 Ronnie, 12mm Northern Special. 6 red maggot on the top. That's what I had the fish on last night. And you'll notice I've got quite a bit of tungsten putty around this bit here. Yeah, because I don't want it wafting about that big fish in here, so I want it quite pinned down. It's clean out there. Hi guys, 12 o'clock now. Nothing. It's very, very quiet. The wind is brutal. I mean, to be honest, it's perfect fishing conditions. But nothing's been out, and there's 9 people on here now. There's a guy, he had a 37 yesterday. I don't know if I told you, he had a high 20 last night. A linear, I've had it before, 27. But yeah, this wind is it's calming down a bit, but earlier the gusts were brutal. But nothing, nada. Stopped showing. I saw a couple this morning out here, 3/4 of the way across here, but there's a guy in that peg around the corner now, so that's that. I can't touch that area now. But I'm gonna put 3 on the spot tonight. I'm gonna give him some bait about 2ish, half 2. I'm not gonna touch the right hand rod or middle rod because I rechucked them this morning, 8 o'clock, fresh rigs. I know them Northerns, they stay up for 2 or 3 days, no problem, so I'm not going to touch them. I'm going to just bring the left hand rod in that's roaming out there, the single, and get it on the baited area. So, you know, I had one last night. I could have they might have cleared me out because I didn't put a lot of bait out there, to be honest. But I'm going to give them a bit today. I'll show you the bait I'm using, what I'm spomming out after when I start spomming. There's loads of small bits, 16 millers. I'm using Sticky Baits Manila, and I'm using a bag mix in there as well. And warm water out the kettle, give it a soak. I've got dead maggot in there, tin of sweet corn, bloodworm pellet, a load of oily crumb, and then I'll put the live maggot in just as I'm about to spom it out. So yeah, there's loads of bits and pieces for them. And hopefully, bite time might be that first hour of darkness, and that's what I've got to capitalise on, so I'm going to put 3 rods on it. I mean, it's ridiculous temperatures. Tonight's lows of 10. It's crazy. 10 degrees, you know, at the end of December. It's mental. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little update. That's where we are. Morning, guys. It's Thursday morning now, 7 AM. I didn't do an update last night. I had the banging headache. You know, the headaches that make you feel sick. And I drifted off for a few hours sleep, and then I woke up about 7:30 last night. Had a cup of tea, a couple more tablets, and well, slept on and off all night. And I've been up since 5:30. But yeah, my headache's slightly there, but not as bad. But yeah, I didn't do an evening update for that reason, but it's very quiet here anyway now. It's so mild, it's ridiculous. Like really, really warm. I weren't really awake a lot, but I didn't hear a lot in the night when I was awake. We're still having a lot of rain, but it's so mild. The rods are still out on the spot. The ones I put out yesterday morning at 8 o'clock, I didn't touch them. I'm not going to touch them. I'll rechuck them this afternoon. I know them pop-ups, they stay up easy for 3 days. They're game changers, they are, them pop-ups. Northern specials, especially 12 millers. I've caught a lot of fish here on orange. A lot of people use yellow and white on here, or pink. I've caught a lot on orange. But yeah, I know they stay up. It's a confidence thing, that is. and I'll just keep boosting them in the pots. But they hold up a size 4 perfect. You don't really need any putty in it on it to hold it down. The size 4 holds it down perfect, but like I said to you, I pin them right down. I'll put a bit of weight on them because I don't want them wafting about out there. I don't want to foul up any fish, that's for sure. They're big fish, aren't they? So yeah, we'll just see what today brings. I think Mark Rosen's coming down for a night, but I'll be off for tomorrow. Got a nightmare. We've had a shit Christmas, really. We're supposed to have my son round, his girlfriend, in-laws, brother-in-law, wife, kids, everything, but my boy's girlfriend got COVID positive 2 days before Christmas, so that's to isolate. And then my boy yesterday got a positive test as well, so it's been crap. We've gone for 2 years without any of us getting it and working constantly, you know, without no one getting it. Comes Christmas and bloody got it. It's only cold, sore throat, it's that Omicron. To be honest, I think it's probably just bloody flu. The government's scaring everyone again as usual. But it is what it is. So he's got to isolate now for 7 days. But I'm back at work Tuesday, so if he can't come in the first couple of days, he can't. There's nothing he can do because he works for me, so. But yeah, I should give you a little update when it gets light, probably. I know someone caught a fish at 9 AM 2 days ago, so they're obviously still feeding about that sort of time, but it's night time this time of year especially. I mean, this lake's hard anyway. Give it winter. I mean, it's not really winter, you can't even say it's winter. It's end of December and it's bloody 14 degrees. We've had like 3 frosts really that I can remember since November. But it's hard anyway, this lake, so I've had a fish, I'm more than happy, but I know the big ones that are out there just keeps you motivated. And the thing is, I'm not one for rechucking all the time. I like to leave it out there. You know, the bait's getting washed out and just leave it out there. I mean, I did give them quite a bit. I meant to do a film on what I was putting out. If I make any more mix-up today, I'll do it. I completely forgot about it. It's nothing special. It's just a lot of bits in there, but I've also got a lot of whole boilies, 16 millers, because they do love their boilie in here, and if they're active, they're going to eat them. But yeah, just having my second coffee now, and then see what today. I'll message a couple of anglers that are on here. There's 9 on here at the minute. Let's see if anyone's had anything. But I'm using maggot rigs, and when I used them last winter and the winter before, I used to get pestered with eels. Like, it got so bad, I had a double take one night on 3 rods, and it was a mess. All 3 rods got wiped out. They were all knotted up. I had to handball one of them in, re-rig it all. It was a nightmare. So I said, from then on, I'm not going to put maggot on the rigs anymore. But when I got here, I was speaking to a couple of anglers, and they're on maggot rigs and haven't been pestered at all. So that's why I put them on, and literally I've had nothing. Normally it's beep, 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 beep all night long with the eels, and they're like decent eels. They're like 4 or 5 pounders in here. But you know, it's probably not cold enough for them. I don't know. I don't know what temperature they're really feeding properly. But it's normally the colder it gets, the worse they are in here. But hey ho, we'll still plod on. It's just nice to be out, and it's so warm. It's really, really warm. It's crazy weather. This is like March, April weather. It's mad. Anyway, catch you soon. Right, it's 8:15. Look at these weather conditions. Look at this wind. It's raining. How's that not carpy? It's like 12 degrees. It's mental. Southwesterly blowing, that is. That's absolutely crazy. It's so warm. Hopefully, next couple of hours we may have a chance for a bite, but it seems to be night time. But I say that, like I said, someone's had one at 9 AM, so there's always a chance. I'm not touching the rods. I might bring them in about 3 o'clock, refresh them. I'm not giving them more bait today, unless I get a fish, then I might top it up. But it looks bang on, absolutely bang on. If you're out on the bank, guys, I wish you luck. Because I can't remember a December like this, end of December, and the weather's like this. This is crazy. Even the carp would probably think what's going on. The birds are chirping away like it's spring. Mad. Right guys, it's 12:30 now. Nothing. More anglers are turning up as we speak. This weather is unreal. See nothing show at all. I've been feeding 2 squirrels. Done about a kilo of boiling to them. They keep picking them up, running off, burying them somewhere, then coming back. Keeps me entertained. He's just over there by my barrow. Let me see him. That's one of them. Yeah. Bang on for it, doesn't it? Just tied up 3 rigs, ready for to change over later. On sharp hooks. There's a lull in this wind. 3 o'clock, so I'll really do them then, I think. There's no point bringing them in yet. You know, it's 8 o'clock yesterday morning. It's so mild. It's like 14 degrees, it's mad. Raining every now and then. That wind has got to stir them up, surely. Yeah, there's my little friend, one of them, sitting there chilling out. I've just jumped off. But yeah, them coots, all them coots just here are all getting the last of the weed, pulling loads of it up. Likes the old manila. Here comes. Go and bury it. I was eating that one. Part of it, innit, nature. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a little update. That's where I'm at. Drunk 100 cups of tea and coffee today so far. Just trying to find things to do. Tied some rigs up. Keep having a wander. Looking to my left, there's sanctuary there. You're not allowed to fish it no more. They banned it, which is a good idea because the clue's in the name. People used to stalk in there, but you see the carp in there, but I'm not seeing nothing in there. And the water's gin clear. It's not clouded up at all, so I don't think they're in there. I don't know where they are. But we've got them out there, that's all we can do. How cute is that little fella? Well guys, just come up to 4 o'clock. I've just redone all 3 rods. They've gone out perfect. Rod length apart. So I've got one to the right of that pylon, one in the middle of the pylon, and one to the left of the pylon. Rod length apart. I'm not putting no more bait out because I put quite a bit yesterday. With no liners or nothing. I'm fishing quite tight lines as well, so I'm not going to put no bait out. couple of fish have been seen the other end in the last couple of hours. So there's a lot of people on now. There's only 4 empty pegs on the whole lake. So this pressure might get moving about a bit, all lines. And they normally end up in the middle when them coots are now. See where them coots are? All them bunched up there, which are near enough over the top of me. That's where the carp end up going. We call it their playground. There's a bar there. But anyway, we'll see what happens tonight. I've gone with a pink Supreme, Dairy Supreme on one. Orange, that's in a 15 miller. I've got them for a 12mm Northern and a white 12mm Northern. So we've got 3 good colours out there, in my colours anyway, that I use. And we'll see, they went down lovely. It's probably the best cast I've been able to do since I've been here, because the wind ain't as bad now. It's only 23 wraps, but when there's a crosswind like that, it's been 20-mile-an-hour winds. So, I feel confident, we'll see what happens. I know I've still got bait out there, because them coots are diving on me and coming up with stuff, and the gulls are chasing them, so. We'll see what happens if I get anything in the night, as always. We'll get it on film. If you don't see me tonight, I'll catch you in the morning, because I'll be leaving tomorrow, probably about 10, half 10. Unless I start hauling tonight, then I could do another night possibly. But we'll see. Catch you later. Morning guys, it's 7:45. Very quiet for me last night, but to my left in the sanctuary they were boshing probably until about midnight. They're going mad in there. I mean, it's been strong winds all night, like 20-odd mile an hour, gusts of 40 something. So it's been rattling my bivvy all night long. A couple showed out here in front of me, about 15 wraps. Mark Roseman come down for a couple of hours, and he sat here and we could hear him just out in front of me and between me and the next peg. But yeah, in that sanctuary, they were going mental. It's so warm, it's ridiculous. Do you know what happens to me a lot on here? I catch on my first, not as quick as I caught this time, but if I catch one the first morning of being here, and then I'm doing a couple more nights, I don't seem to catch any more after that. It's like you need to bait a swim, catch one and move. I don't know what it is here, it's happened to me a few times. Just can't seem to build off of it. Like, you'd think if you've caught a fish off a spot, the chances are in the next 48 hours after that you're going to get another one. But it just don't work here. It's strange, this place, it really is. The fish are definitely moving about, 100%. I've seen them on that bottom bank right at the end. I've heard them in that sanctuary, and I saw a couple out here last night short. I mean short, I'm just talking like 15, 16 wraps out. But I'm going to give it till 10 o'clock and then I'll get the rods in. I'll start packing up at 9ish. But yeah, it's been enjoyable. It's really mild, really mild. But still time. I've just not seen nothing show out long at all in front of me, which is unusual because normally between the 2 spits you see them showing. There's a lot of angling pressure on me now. There's a hell of a lot of lines out there. When I got here I was only one out in this area, so it does make a hell of a difference here, angling pressure. But this mild weather has definitely pushed them into that sanctuary, because it's not that deep in that sanctuary. But you can hear them bosh, and it's like that channel that runs off the main lake into the sanctuary, and they're in that channel. But you're not allowed to fish it. Well, you could up until recently, but I'm pleased he's banned fishing in there. There's somewhere they can go and rest if they've been caught, or there's a lot of them spawn in there. So it's out of bounds now, which is good. Anyway, that's the morning update. Hopefully we get one by 10 o'clock. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see what happens. Right guys, I'm in the sanctuary just to the left of my swim. And these were bushing like mad last night. I've just watched 8 carp come off this corner bush. Where's my finger here? Over here, which is peg 17. And they come along this clearing and they've just absolutely sheeted up over there. You can see it, the clouds, how cloudy that water is. They've just gone back out again. I was trying to get them on film, but I can't. You'll see, if they come back through, I'll get the camera going back again, but they go right across that light water. It's like clay rod, they use it. They're well active. You guys can see them there, look. They're decent fish as well. Look at him. Look. And that's another one coming through. Look. Decent fish. They know where they're safe. That's for sure. He's coming back across, look. We'll catch him in this light bit of water already. They patrol on that bit, that's him. And they go under that tree. They're coming on that bush there. And then going round to the channel, which is to my left. The only way you can get to them is from that swim there. People had to fish from here. You used to be able to. You can't now. Get to them from there. It's mad. Yeah, they're active. One's just absolutely washed out there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. That's a big fish, that one. There's one going through here, look. Look at it. This one going across here. Right guys, comes into my session. It's now 11 AM. Rods are on the floor. Barras loaded. I've just been watching the fish just to my left in the sanctuary out of bounds, but you'll see the filming I've done of it, the amount of fish in there. They were boshing like mad last night. There's like a clay hole there. And I think they think it's spring and they're cleaning off all the parasites because it's so warm, it's ridiculous. But anyway, at least I got one fish out, which I'm really pleased about because it's not an easy lake anyway. So end of December to get one and a 30. I'm well pleased with it. But guys, hopefully I'll do some more filming next year. I'm hoping to. Wishing you all a happy new year. Tight lines if you're out on the bank. And I'll catch you soon. Take care.